Let me show you how I create my everyday natural brow. First of all, I'm going to use a long-lasting brow gel. This is the Got2b Glued for Brows and Edges. Make sure you remove the excess before using the side of the wand to brush through your brows until you are happy with where they are sitting. Once you're happy with your brows, make sure you let the brow gel dry before going to the next step. I'm going to use my double-ended P. Louise eyebrow brush. I'm also then going to use the MAC Great Brows Brow Powder in colour Spiked. I'm taking my brow brush and I'm just dusting in a little bit of powder where my brows are quite sparse. Once I'm happy that I've filled in the sparse areas, I'm then going to take the brow powder underneath my eyebrow just to create that definition and to help lift the brows. When you're applying a brow powder through the eyebrows, make sure you're using light brush strokes to get a nice natural finish. The more product you use and the harder you press, the more thicker and bolder your eyebrows are going to look. So for today, that's not the look I'm going for my day-to-day brow. Always check back in the mirror, take a step back, have a look and see if you're happy. And if not, go in with a little bit more product. Okay, time to work on my other eyebrow. So I'm just going back in again with my brow gel. Now, the reason why I love this is not only is it long lasting and the hairs really do stay in place, but it dries transparent. There is no white residue and you get a whopping 16 ml worth of product in this tube. We're just gonna let that dry again before going back in with our eyebrow powder. So you can see I've got a sparse area on this eyebrow too. So I'm just going in with my eyebrow powder with some very light brush strokes, making sure that's filled in nice and natural before I take the brow powder underneath the eyebrow, just following the natural eyebrow shape to give some natural definition to my brow. I also find that just going underneath the eyebrow shape helps keep the eyebrows lifted and the whole eye area just nice and open. Once I'm happy with the definition underneath my eyebrow, I'm then just going to take the brow powder with the brush and take some nice light brush strokes through the brow. Make sure you keep looking back, comparing both brows to make sure that the density of the product is fairly symmetrical to the other side. But don't forget, you will not get your eyebrows looking symmetrical when it comes to the shape. I'm now just going to start taking some soft brush strokes through the front of my eyebrow. I do prefer the front part of my eyebrow to look a little bit lighter and get slightly darker as we go, but in a natural way. I'm now going to make sure I take a step back, compare my eyebrows, have a good look, and just make sure I'm happy. I do feel like I need to go back in a little bit more with some product on the last brow I just did. So I'm just going to add a little bit more definition at the front. And when you're adding more, just do it in little baby steps until you step back, have another look at your eyebrows and make sure you're happy. And don't forget, eyebrows are sisters, not twins.